All right, well, let's get this started. What's up, folks? On YouTube, watching on YouTube VODs, YouTube streaming, Twitch streaming. I'm everywhere. Well, not everywhere. Everywhere. So, first of all, I was given this key, thanks to Fool's Theory for the key. So, checking this out today. It was released yesterday. I was going to stream it yesterday, but I was very, very, very tired. So, yes, we do want to start a new game. Any audio issues I'll fix as we go. Thaumata is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge, or tempermancer, is one able to discover secret lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one. Luckily, we were. Might make you play Neo too. We'll be quiet during the intro cutscene, mostly.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone.
Feels like a vague threat and or warning.
I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention. And with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
What's up, Valkyrie? Ponies? Bug?
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Let's lay a trick on him first.
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Aggravate your father.
Please add, tell father I'm writing bad checks in his name all over Europe.
From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
I'm still within hearing range. You can move freely around all locations. Ooh, you can. Thank you. I can't go in here, so apparently no. No, I can't move freely, game. But yeah, welcome back, Queen Valkyrie. Pony's the anxiety mancer. Dear Antoni, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter, or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I am losing my health and my mind in cultivating the land that I fertilize with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me. Constantine. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anelika that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Dear Janko, please stop with the gross gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going into lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves. Have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time. Go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Do not delay any longer. Greetings, Blue. Put greeting at the end. Oh, you get XP from reading, too. Ooh, when I click, there's blood dust. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception, just like I do in real life. You can see things that are hidden from sight, you can anticipate the enemy's actions, and you can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goals easier. Use perception to follow the path to your goal. Ooh, and he even snaps. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Oh, I see. The blood bees go this way. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in a deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander Buligin were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In the turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
while I sweat profusely.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
No talking, please. Just drive me there. Help. I'm not paying you for this, by the way. Prologue. Hoping for the better. But, yeah, this is an RPG, turn-based combat.
Around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Tips, tip. I live on tips. Tips, I live on tips. Tips, okay, well. Get gonorrhea, sir. Screw this town. 'Tis a silly place. Let's get out. So it's turn-based. You like tame and summon demons to assist you in combat. Looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I will, quote-unquote, warn you. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. There is supposed to be a lot of dialogue, a lot of text, and they encourage you to read it. So there will probably be a decent amount of reading in this. I will try to get to the action too soon as well, though, so you can see how that works. But I've liked what I saw of it, so. And again, I did get a key from devs, so thank you for that. Let's see what this says. And you get XP for reading stuff, which is cool. Not even going to try. Soon, the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for many, be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It's already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the countryfolk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. Voice acting services are available upon request.
Got what's yours this week? Molchat. We're here to keep order and that don't come free. It's getting colder, so the price is getting higher.
Hey, T. Nice boots. Are they warm?
You're gonna steal my Nikes. A proud answer. It not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but it also feeds it more. Interesting. Let's go with the one that doesn't do that just yet. You're not looking for trouble, just so you're passing through.
I'm not here for long. I'm looking for a certain healer. First, you gotta make a donation to the Tsar's army. Warm boots, for instance.
Want to put them in your ass? Because I can.
Coat. He won't need a coat once he's lost his boots.
It's your snummy. We are the Tsar's soldiers.
It's all right, I think.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Oh, snap. Victory conditions. Murder your enemies. Just like in real life. When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on bars below their feet, while your health points are represented by a bar at the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay. This guy's floating basket. Okay, we can either quick attack, 5 to 6 damage, planned attack, slow, and inflicts damage. Let's see. This guy's got less hit points, so let's start with him. With the quick attack. How about you, good sir? Ooh, breadbasket attack. Reading is for nerds, bro. Control. 100%. Hadouken murdered. That's kind of fucked up, bringing a knife. Actions queue. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they're planning, unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Okay. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Okay. Oh, see. All right. So we're in round 3. So the next round he'll do that. All right. Interesting. So I'm assuming I go before him in the round. So even though mine will be second. I mean, there's really... Well, yeah, well, let's try it. Oh, I see. My rib cage, sir. I mean, you're using a knife, son. Now, we quick attack. Oh, I see. I see. So at the bottom, it's got the gray bar, which shows you like where you'll be in the queue to do that. So this still shows beforehand. So since it's still early, let's really fuck him up. Let's gib him. He'll explode into little bits. Or he just falls down, grasping his ribs in pain.
Sirs, the Ruski is right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Hey! Rude? What the... I'm just ugly. I'm not crippled. The fuck? Wow. Can I humiliate them? Do a little... Tabagaroonies? Oh, we're going to summon demons, Michael. We're going to summon demons. We got our Thaumaturge point. I'm going to click the button. It didn't tell me to. Also, I'm going to move my ugly face over. Nope, that's locking it. Yep. That's... Nope, that's... God damn it. Okay. There we go. Uh-oh. Dog time.
Good boy.
You didn't pet him. You just said good boy. That's only half of it. Game devs, come on. You know the drill. You can zoom in, by the way. In case you didn't notice me, you know, zoom in. Oh my, it's getting stuffy. Yeah, it's me, baby. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan Province, Prince Napoleon Louis-Joseph Jérôme Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. God, you need to get to page 2 just to finish his name. Sounds similar to somebody in normal history. Ooh, I should harvest their organs. Can I go back?
Forgive me, sir.
Oh,
Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
am I interrupting something over here, boys?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time,
And you expected his thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
Sweating profusely all the time.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
It's a butt plug. Prayer beads. Well, not exactly. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor. I have an attractive personality, and unfortunately that's it. You've acquired the knowledge of context required to give a response. So I guess that's what the star means.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
That's because they weren't prayer beads, Pony. That's why I said they're something else. Why he wanted you to smell them. Observations. Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Perception and objects. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. On some items, you'll find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of three forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you've seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on them.
Let's take a look around.
That's a lot of information. We'll see what we figure out. There's always something going on here. There's some red fireflies going on over here. Chorus one already innkeeper, is what it said. Oh.
You will be mine, secret.
Haircloth. A pendant. A device for a voluntary self-mortification of the body. I need mine one. Okay. I mean, I still have a point that I haven't used. It's going to wait until it gives me more info. Oh, wait. Now I can interact with this. Dirty bowl. A dirty bowl that someone has eaten stew from. Stew. I do like stew. Especially beef stew. God, it's so expensive, though. You gotta pull on the prayer beads to get them out. Now, those are the only two things. We can go upstairs, possibly, I think. There was something over there, but I can't click on it. Nope, we cannot go upstairs. Alright, so I'm guessing we have to pick Thaumaturge points. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree, purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt I don't know how to pronounce that one. That's going to be used a lot too. Basically demons, sort of demons, to enable further development. So heart, this upgrade enables using perception in the heart dimension. Dimension mind, deed, and word. What do we need? Either word or mind. So let's go with mind. Oh, I see. Let's see. Restores your relaxation. Restores your focus. This upgrade adds up points to the dimension mind. Sure. Okay. So now we should be able to examine this.
Rasputin is an exceptionally colorful character.
The thought was created by the precise lashes of the whip. The first bloody welts were a reckoning of the wrongs suffered. The ones that followed spawned precise plans for revenge. The freshest ones are steeped in calculated analysis and in waiting for the right opportunity. How is that in a hair cloth? Rasputin is an exceptionally clever character. He sees this practice aimed at penance and the struggle against human passions as the perfect opportunity to recall the wrongs he suffered and to plot bloody revenge. I do like revenge. Wait, what is this? Me! Rasputin. Okay. Well, I mean, that's the only ones we can really get.
Careful you don't get achy feet. You're not too worn out. You look a little peaked.
Any moment now.
I have all day.
Okay. Like, this is glowing, but I can't interact with it. Oh, now I can.
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
Prayer book. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Trace certain, Rasputin. So we know it's his, we just don't... Okay, well, I guess we did. Who would have thought that the priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. It's something.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend.
You are full of bitterness and resentment toward those who forced you to leave Petersburg. It torments you even in your dreams.
I have no control over my dreams. But I doubt it takes magical powers to guess I'm not fond of those who drive me away from somewhere. Have a seat.
I feel like he talked about more than we actually read there.
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
I can't help but ask you about that young lady from Petersburg.
How?
I'm starting to like you.
Care how young,
But not
Rasputin?
enough to tell you about Petersburg. How do you think I might help you?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild Salutor, and that ended with me losing contact with my first Salutor. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
Proud answers. I say I'm prepared to beg. I don't know how that makes his pride worse, I guess. Or,
I
well,
don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Victor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Oh. Easy, easy.
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
He's seeing through your eyes, dummy. Oh, oh. I had to get my keys. And on the keys. Damn, heartbeat. Hey, it's my auteur
I need to get out of here.
demon thing. He needs to say it more so I know how to pronounce it.
What is this sound? Shackles?
He sure likes to tap his cane at us, doesn't he?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind.
Thanks, Dad. Very motivational.
Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
Yes, I'm just ignoring you. Also, looking good.
I can see, Father. Clearly.
You check him.
You'll be lying there much longer. I wanted to sweep.
The bed? You want to sweep the bed?
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out.
I mean, you could have.
It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a Salutor, unbound by a pact. A wild one.
Salutor.
And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Yeah, And I want to be left the hell alone. Either one of us is going to get what we want, apparently. Fine, go sweep. Look, you're sweeping over. You woke me up to sweep across the room? What an ass. Also, is there a quick save? Let's normal save first. Yes, F5 is safe, thank you. This is one of those, like, I don't know how to upgrade because I'm not really sure, like, what each does, you know what I mean? This, I'm assuming, will unlock this or maybe upgrade whatever this is once we get to it. So my first thought is, like, well, which do I pick, right? Like, because I don't know what focus is. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy's in a suffering state. So I'm right now, I'm not going to upgrade anything. Just going to kind of wait until we start learning what some of the stats do. And then we'll upgrade. Multiple objectives. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, the objective will reveal a path to follow. Sometimes the path is so mysterious that it eludes even an experienced Thaumaturge. That's me. No worries, the remaining objectives will provide a way to solve the quest. Okay, dope. I'm assuming... Okay. He's snapping. Okay. Alright, find the person with the flaw that the wild Salutors is seeking. Seeking?
I felt something. Where is it?
Yep, don't mess with this woman's basket.
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found.
Your hair is blowing my mind, ma'am. What is this strange creature? It doesn't speak.
That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
You just leave your basket? I was trying to help, I think. Dropped apple. A bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling, dropping a fruit basket, and left the orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. Gross. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. A fear apple, apparently. And you do have to be kind of close, it looks like. I think that's why I could kind of see this stuff glowing before, but I couldn't actually click on it. I think if it's too far, like it might glow to let you know something's over there, but it won't actually be interactable until you snap your fingers close to it. I'm going to snap a bunch until we figure out how it works. I'm thinking this might be part of the quest that is too mysterious for us to figure out yet. But we will. Alright, we checked by the goats. It's not the goats with the flaw.
Am I sensing?
Dead duck. Dead goose. Same thing. Someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell. Wow, what did the goose do? Is the goose, like, giving away property and enforcing, like, property laws and shit? What the hell?
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away, you're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers, a witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
I had to pay people to strangle my goose. A dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants, the obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she better do it quickly. It will come to fisticuffs in a moment. I like that term. It seems the neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge, a classic of the genre. Was that what we did back in the day? Somebody pissed me off, I go and kill their goose. I don't kick their ass, I just go kill their goose. We can't do heart 1. So it sounds like he's not denying that he strangled the goose. I forgot to see the evidence there. My bad. Wait, what does this do? Ah, here we go. So we can see the dialogue. Very nice. Also, at the top of my head's cut off. Let's fix that. See it's fairly. See the Slayer Thief stole a memento. So he did this. Anatoly did not deny the goose strangling, but he can't prove that they stole his pendant. Well, this goose was his, right? So he strangled him in revenge. Yeah, exactly. So we know he strangled it, but he can't prove it. So I'm going to support her.
The grey-haired lady is right.
Hey!
Without an assessment of the stolen object's value or evidence it was stolen, this is just slander. And strangling geese is nothing short of mob justice.
And who asked you, smartass?
Technically, you?
Don't worry, sir. When he sobers up, he'll apologize. It's only too bad about Goose.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Another poor innocent goose suffers at the hand of a domestic conflict. Chickens. I hate chickens. Kick 'em. How about a game of chicken kicking, sir? Alright, let's go into the wise woman's cottage. See what she's got to say.
The seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
So okay, this says something continues to elude you. Keep searching. So these are options. Obviously, we need to get some info on. There were some items in this cabin. I'm assuming we got to search. Accuse her of taking advantage of the superstitious villagers. Let's not do that just yet.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
If not, I will loot your corpse. With all due respect, of course. Diary of an oblate priest. They say that every nation has its demons, its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils cursed by God are real, and they are everywhere. In distant Samaria, people whisper the name Bukavak, a cruel beast whose presence brings wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbors. A fairy tale, you say? But I have seen Bukavak. Here in Pigdigorsk, I heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fiber of my soul. And I felt the fury that his wraith brings with it, the anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the oblate church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe. Ramen. Just reading all this stuff, she don't mind. Unfinished letter. Soso, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you so that you write me about me like this? That you renounced your legacy, your land, and your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study. And now you're calling us stupid? Backwards? You repeat after that rector of yours, Kazudieki, that Georgian, your language. Is the language of dogs? And you want to write to me only in Russian? Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She is the salt of your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her. You can't. boy. He's going to send a brutal message to the kid. Alright, no going in there. Alright, so nothing else in here.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Alright, we'll come back to that.
Well then.
We'll go search outside. And maybe talk to some villagers and shit. Chickens, do you know anything? I feel like they don't. Where is the justice here? Sir, just go home and sleep it off.
Am I sensing? No luck. Oh well.
A hand card and an elaborately painted wooden box. I don't want to just keep getting the points just to get these. The only reason I got that one was because I thought I had to. But we just had to find them. Also, I can't click on it again, can I? No. I didn't see whose it was. But I'm thinking more of going mind. Again, I don't really know what that entails in this game so far, but...
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Okay. Let's throw down, bitch. Everybody else shows up. That lady, you want some? Look at her raising her hands. Improve Thaumaturge. Oh, so we can go ahead and put points if we didn't before. Let's see. Lucky chance gives a 60% chance of slowing the enemy's actions. This upgrade adds a point to the dimension mind. Sure, I kind of like the mind idea. Making him smart brain? Big brain? Available upgrades. Skill upgrade. Each skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes more space. Choose while also, I'm assuming there's supposed to be something up there. I'm not sure why it's not. It could have to do with the version I'm using. I did switch it to the public branch, but maybe something happened with that. We'll probably play this again tomorrow. So I'll do a reinstall just to make sure that's the case. You buy upgrades with Thaumaturge points in the development panel. Once acquired, assign the upgrade to an attack to apply its effects. Okay. We have planned attacks, strong attacks. Wow, concussion inflicts 23 to 24 damage. Diversion reduces focus. Okay, so we can do a quick attack, which gives a 60% chance of slowing their actions. And this restores focus, which I'm not sure what it is yet. Hopefully we can like move that around. Okay, yeah, we can. Flaw. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. There are blemishes on a personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract Salutors and allow young thaumaturges to make a pact with their first Salutor. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events in the future. You should definitely nurture your pride. My innate flaw got me into trouble on more than one occasion. It is an integral part of me. Okay. Well, this is our boy who we can't use just yet. Okay. What? Oh, that just lets us see how cool he looks. Alright, let's start some ass whooping. Strong attacks and focus. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all of their focus, causing them to enter the breakdown state. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow the fight to end quicker. Okay. Select the diversion skill to lower an enemy's focus. Let's do it on this guy with the goofy hat. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's multiple options here. I think. You and your Salutor each have your own separate set of skills. Plan which you want to use and give the Salutor an appropriate... Okay, I see. I set it to do diversion, and then now I can set him to do it. Got it. Eerie Intoxication inflicts damage. Restore your health points, which is half of what you've lost. Each subsequent action that restores hit points will restore less. Bloody Penance inflicts damage. The target's health points determine how much damage the skill inflicts. The more health points, the higher the damage. And reduces focus. Removes all negative statuses effects from you. Let's continue to attack his focus. Oh, ow! Red bees! I can't focus. This guy's tapping behind me. Strong attack opportunity. The enemy has lost all their focus and is now in a breakdown state. It's a great chance to launch a strong attack. Let's do a strong attack. We'll still need to do damage, so. Oh, bam, bitch. Get fucking wrecked. 3 damage, that's all you got? Oh, and he got 1 focus back. But he didn't do his attack. Oh, because he still got it. Because it's a slow attack. I think that'll kill. So let's do a diversion on this guy. Okay, never mind. It didn't kill him. I mean, knock him out. We don't kill. That's what our rule is, a Thaumaturge. How many hit points he got left? 7, of course. Let's finish this guy off. All of his attacks are slow-ish. Oh, damn, that is a lot. Oh, because that's strong. Okay, got it. Go and do that. Damn, that's slow attacks. At least they're taking turns. That's nice. So he's got 0 focus right now. So let's do a concussion. Nobody wonder why this guy seems to be getting beat up by an invisible foe? My brain. Oh, he's 9 hit points left. And we'll... Now, we won't get the attack in first. Let's do a quick attack. So let's see if he loses all focus. Can he still attack? So it looks like he can't? Yeah, it looks like if they lose focus, they can't attack until they get it back. See, they're not dead.
Devil sent you. You could say that, sure.
Yes, birds. This place really hates birds. If thinking interferes with their actions, so much the worse for thinking. The locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight for even the most trivial reasons. Something is not right here. Good point. It did seem a bit weird that they were wanting to fight over almost nothing. Though I kind of thought it was maybe more of a tutorial thing, but apparently not. Let's knock harder this time.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please. Please.
Something's not right here. My boots are all covered in shit again. My shit kicker's got shit on them. So I think we also see like a white floaty when there's something nearby that we can snap at. So we don't need to snap. Yeah, see, you can kind of see it over here. Even though it's red, but you know what I mean. Dish shards. Trace certain Vesna. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelling, screaming, finger-pointing, and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. Damaged axe shaft. A damaged axe shaft. The trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. Trace unknown. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns. A love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they're out of breath, but they persist together despite everything. There's something over there still. Ooh. Oh yeah, I never did examine that. The doorstop. Salt on the doorstep. Nice, we got a Thaumaturge point. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Does that work? How's that been working for you? I was gonna rob that lady, but damn, I hate salt. She stopped me again. We need word 1. To get both of those, or get more information on both of those. We can't put another point in this anyway. So screw it. Let's just get 1 fortune. So apparently, too, the choices in this game are supposed to make a fairly big difference in the story. They're not supposed to be just, window dressing. So your choices are supposed to matter. The box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The names of Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from damp and rain, from all the evil the world carries with it. Trace familiar, impetuous person. Okay. It's another item. Well, this item over here. Damaged axe shaft. The shaft is overgrown with although it's already become moldy from disuse, it carries a memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. A loner by choice with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. So can I now talk to her now that I've got more info, or no?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please.
Okay, so that did not open anything yet, so we need more info. So let's find Rasputin in the cemetery. It seems to be marked the same. Where is the cemetery? There's our map. It's the inn. Shadow of Sins Past. That's where we came in, I think. Did we check all over here? Oh, yeah, because there's the dog. Oh, well, we haven't come back out. That's true. We haven't rechecked. Ooh. What do we have here? Productive charm. Made of strings, sticks, and feathers, it's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers like these chickens. What's up, Rasputin? Oh, no, wait. Whoever this guy is. It's not Rasputin.
Excuse me.
No, it's not.
I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
Coachman doesn't want to take me to the cemetery. If I use my power, I should be able to change his attitude. Alright, so we can't do it yet, though.
I'll be right back.
I need to go dig up some dirt on you. Manipulation. Using thaumaturgy, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secret, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, the character interaction icon will change, and the Upir will appear next to the character. I think it's called blackmail. I think that's the word we're looking for here. Alright, so this is just the way out. No point in, yeah. Alright, so let's look around. There is some floatiness around here. Shovel will show traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. A rag. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead. The rag reeked with the sour odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire, and no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. Coachman is tired and weary. He worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering. Oh yeah, he does show up, just kind of staring at him awkwardly. I mean, they can't see him, but...
I'm not going anywhere.
Beat him with the shovel.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all. Hmm?
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
We just look at a heart flaw. Heart palpitations. Remember the days we didn't have SSDs? Those were dark times. I think I need to snap. Hey, you guys seen the cemetery? You know where it's at? Anywhere around here? There's no yellow paint on it, so how would I find it, huh? Am I right, fellow gamers? Alright, Rasputin. Let's talk.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Thank you for the help.
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafiets.
Doom. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good. Let's go back to the elder's death.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit.
Oop, sorry. Let me do this. Damn it. Put me over a little bit. That way you can see the subtitles.
It has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salutor.
What do you mean?
The Elder's death. Vasil's death was not peaceful. The Elder died in the flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror. That's the one about the ill fortune hanging over the village.
What changed in the village after the Elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed. Before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Is this Twitter?
Tragedies such as Vasili's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor.
Hey!
I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
So yes?
Where did this Elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasili's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Ramen. Superstitions. A woman in a cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. His name is Bukovac. Draw conclusions. Bitch crazy. The village residents. A peaceful and happy village? Not quite. The villagers are riled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame on their troubles and the actions of a Bukovac. They are trying to defend themselves against the dark forces with folk methods. They are not useful for anything.
You will be mine, secret.
Elder Vasil died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Okay. We have a point. Again, I'm not going to try to get all of them as we need them, because clearly as you go, some we'll need, better stuff with. Well, let's see. Mental defense makes you lose focus instead of taking damage with a 4-to-1 ratio. Oops. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. Increase the damage from the Salutor's next attack by 50%. 60% chance of dealing double damage. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. But again, we're going to kind of wait until we get a little bit more experience, game experience. And then we'll pick. I like the look of the game so far. It's running pretty good. I sure do. Catch a ride. Oh, the Burnt Homesteads. Go check it out. Definitely a obvious investigation aspect to this. I think that's a pretty recurring theme, I believe, that you'll be investigating scenes like this. So if you're into that, then you'll probably get more of it.
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever is carrying the flaw that lured the Salutor here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left on human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with Salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken Salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes Those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a Salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the Salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a Salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
No, I don't. Let's be honest with him.
Flaw of pride.
I wouldn't have guessed.
And now? Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the Salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second Salutor. People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
If I do manage to catch another Salutor, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary Thaumaturge wouldn't even try more than once. Only a few have multiple Salutors.
Why?
Let's go with this time. Say the others are cowards. This draws on our flaw, but also increases it.
Because they're afraid. Like the ones who claimed humans wouldn't learn to fly or even reach the pole. But the failure of others doesn't mean those people are right. It means a mistake was made somewhere.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems that led you to me?
That doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me. Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a Thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
Damn right you won't. Do you not hear the part where I control demons? Well, sort of demons.
I felt something. Where is it?
Where
I
is...
felt something. Where is it?
Oh.
No luck. Oh well.
Chart old trouser belt. Something over here.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Door frame. A destroyed door frame. By some miracle, it survived the fire. Thick lines of the wood grain are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into words carved sharply as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a space that doesn't respond. Fear has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame. Fear of the flames and trepidation about losing a loved one. I think these symbols too relate to whatever the stat is. I think. Yeah, so the 3 lines is word. So like when you're like a book, I guess. Deed is an arrow, like shoot an arrow. I don't know. Heart is a triangle. Because, and then mind is a circle, because minds are circle based, as we all know. Something else over here.
A horrible death.
A dried blood stain. It is soaked deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors was at large, but it was accurate. Life left the body. The heart went into spasms, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. So it doesn't sound like he just simply burned to death. Or at least he wasn't the only one to die, which surely they would have found the second body. I like how the little circle of red bees moves as you walk through it. That's a nice visual effect. Like, get out of the way, Thaumaturge coming through. Is that... Oh, ragdoll. Charred ragdoll. It appears old. And this one is hard. I'm trying to memorize which ones are which. I don't know if it really matters, but the doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the varnish of an old age painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Ooh, it's Vesna's. Okay. Why was her doll out here is a pretty good question, I think. Or her childhood doll. Most of what we sensed was from her childhood, it sounds like. And obviously this game does have quite a bit of reading, so hopefully you're into that in your Vigi games. I definitely don't mind. As a streamer, I don't like to read a whole bunch. That's why I don't play like older games like Planescape Torment, stuff like that, just because it's so much reading out loud. It eventually just kind of hurts my throat. And I know some people don't like a lot of reading. But, alright, so we're not going to get in the wagon. Okay. I didn't figure I'd find anything else out here. But I'm liking the game so far. Sorry, I was looking at my sound. Alright. Can we talk to him again? No, we cannot. Oh, there's this. Didn't see him.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime.
Hey, bro. Cool looking.
It gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Vesna's trace. The same trace can be felt on the ragdoll, the item dropped by the woman. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
You not get paid?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
See. Let's feed our pride a little bit more.
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
Thanks.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Oh, whoa, hey. I like the way the Salvators or Whosadors looks. We'll keep what we got. Start the fight. All right, let's use our focus attacks. Well, wait a minute. Okay, so he's only got one focus, so I shouldn't double up. I should attack this guy's focus with the demon. I like how it. I love the way it shows this to give you an idea of who's going when, right? So this guy's going last, so we want to interrupt these other two first. I'm gonna rub my book at you, sir. Whoa, I can't concentrate anymore. God, who's tapping that cane? So let's attack his focus, and then you come back Let's focus on this guy. He has the least amount of hit points. And the reason I'm messing their focus up is because while their focus is messed up, they can't attack until it comes back. So this guy needs 9 damage. And you see, he's up next, right? Because I think, yeah, so whatever we have selected is white and the turns. So we want to take him out first, right? So 9. Even with the slow attack will put us after him. We could attack his focus again. I don't think we really need to. That'll also put us after both of this other guy too. But let's just see what happens if we really just focus on, well, their focus. Also, let's see. So this guy is set to come up next. What happens if I tell him to attack his focus again? It shouldn't do anything, I don't believe, because he'll already be messed up. So yeah, he didn't lose focus. Okay. So you can't just like keep them stunned forever, which makes sense. All right, so go ahead and do a strong attack against him, because that will take him out before he gets a chance to attack. This guy actually did lose his focus, though. It says breakdown permanent. Interesting. Go ahead and do this strong attack. How? So that hurt our focus, but we got lots of it. Let's go ahead and, well, that's a heavy one. Damn it, he's just got just enough to be annoying. I thought he was going to kill him with that attack. I should have... Oh, he must have crit. It's... He doesn't have a quick attack that'll finish him off, I don't think. Actually, yes. He'll be able to finish him off before he gets an attack. So we'll attack him with Victor. And this will hit him with the big damage. Stabby! Why am I bleeding out the front? And he has a time for another attack. So he got his focus back. He's only got 10 hit points, so let's just do a regular attack. Oh! My kidneys. This will put us before him, so that'll finish him off. And that healed us. So definitely seems like you want to save the healing for like the end of the fight, because you get the most back.
You're right, sir.
Me? Yes, but can these Salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Nothing happened.
Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Combat's quite interesting so far. I'm down with it. Let's also see... Oh yeah, we unlocked this. I forgot to put it on. I think. Give a 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned action. Since we... I mean, this seems pointless to put on influence because it's not going to interrupt, right? The focus kind of automatically interrupts them. Let's try the slow on the influence because we're going to use that a bunch. And let's use fortune on this 60% or 50% chance of interrupting the plan's action because this is our quick action, right? So we can do it quick because it's quick action. Shut up. Reduce focus by additional blah blah blah. Use 60% chance of dealing double damage. Holy shit, that's really good. Let's get that. And then we'll put that on our strong attack. So that'll buck him up. 60% chance of dealing double. Hell yeah. There wasn't anything that required heart, was there? I think it might be gone now. That's fine. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Again, I hope there's a lot of like investigation-y type stuff. All right, let's go back to the village, and we'll go talk to, what's her name? We have a doll, ma'am. You'll want to talk to us. It's your doll. Don't ask how I got it, all right? She was over here. What are you looking at? He's like, man, I'd love to strangle these geese. Bunch of geese stranglers in this village. Degenerates.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead.
Her husband did too?
Lucas sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
Did the priest potentially do something to Vesna when she was like a kid? Lucas' trace. The shaft of the axe bears a distinct trace of Luca. It's identical to the one on the door frame of the burned homestead. Okay, I didn't remember it saying that on the trace. I've been kind of forgetting to read that, so I probably just missed it.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
I've got a doll.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
Vesna about Luca. It's clear that this is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best rep in the village. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasily's house on the night of the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Let's give her the doll.
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse.
Did you get really tired all of a sudden?
You imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a Thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
The drawing conclusion thing I don't quite get yet. Oh wow. So it looks like there's 8 different ones that you'll be able to get, and I'm assuming that upgrading up to that point will let you do stuff with them, like maybe unlock some new stuff. All right, where'd he go? Yeah, I don't quite understand the drawing conclusion thing. It like shows the eyes, like it's like you have to pick something or you can look at it, but it might just be like a visual effect. I don't know. It's kind of just random. We're having this guy run all over. It's like that's not even his job.
Again.
Yeah, I know.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Do you?
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
We'll say it's possible I'm missing some stuff, but it does seem sometimes we're jumping ahead in conclusion a little bit. I mean, it fairly obviously Luca was involved in this fire and the wife. I wish I'd have paid attention to the writing or the carving.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
Wait, how'd she get here?
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here.
The what?
The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
Wow.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Aha.
Unless...
Yep.
You're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Bukavach. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
Difficulty levels. Story. Combat is easier. This mode is for those wishing to focus on the story or game journalists. Balanced. Combat is challenging while allowing for a lot of freedom. Challenge. The combat is challenging. To win, you must plan your actions carefully. We're just going to go with balance for now. Oh, damn. Fighting wild Salutors. To defeat a wild Salutor, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bard tells you when the wild Salutor sends more enemies against you. We'll stick with what we got, I guess. Damn. Why is it Luca's shadow? But yeah, that's kind of why I said, like, we knew they were at the crime scene. Let's try to mess up his focus real bad. I rubbed my book at you, sir. I don't think it slowed him. Doom. Cast Suffering, receive a damage 2 at the end of every round. Max 4 times. Okay. I think that slowed it. I wonder if it shows when it procs. Oh, he's casting the doom. States, Bukovac has caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read the descriptions carefully and don't get caught off guard. Suffering, receive 2 damage at the end of every round. This effect stacks 4 times. So you definitely don't want him doing that a whole bunch. Go ahead and do that. Should do more damage since he's got a lot more health. Alright. Ooh, come on. Double damage. Not that one, but... I mean, if that would do double damage, it'd be great. Oh well. Killed him anyway. Well, shit. You only got 20 hit points. Probably not worth it then, I guess. Yeah, let's just do damage. Yeah, she had like 4 focus. Not really worth attacking her focus. Ow! My beard! So we have 2 stacks of this. Our focus is full. Let's go with quick attacks. And let's do this because will restore some of our hit points. Ow! You punching a lady in the face. Okay, that'll let him go first, which is good. That'll heal us a little bit. You require a flaw, vehemence.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Taming a Salutor. You defeated Bukovac, the deed dimension Salutor, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutor won't obey your orders, stops you from developing, and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable. I could have done it without him.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you? Why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
So he can prevent Luca from making rash decisions, force Vesna to flee. Actually, we can't do that one. Or this one. I don't think we have either one of those. But we can remind Luca the proof that he loves Vesna. Let's do that.
Think, Luca.
Your feelings for Vesna are still true, I know that. Hear out her reasons before you do anything.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to do nothing.
You two better not come back to the village.
Wait, shouldn't she be saying?
If we wanted to.
Shouldn't she say why she did it? I feel like that was a little weird. Like, why did, like we said, like, hey, why don't you listen to her and figure out why she did it? But then she doesn't talk about why she did it at all? Also, why did the mob decide not to kill her? Like, just because we told him... that seemed very odd. I gotta say, that seems very strange. That was ended very bizarrely. Like, why did they just leave when they were determined to burn her? Why was he so quick to give up? I mean, she did admit to killing the priest, right? So, you know, that kind of makes sense. But she didn't explain why she did it. That's pretty weird.
Excuse me, sir? Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
I didn't answer the first.
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. Things I've seen, sir.
Really?
Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Okay, that's an old reference. Like an old Bugs Bunny style reference. Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. I was not expecting an old Bugs Bunny reference, and which that might be a reference to something else. But that's what I know it as.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
That's very specific.
Your question sounded like a threat.
Because it is, for all of us. I have the skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steppes in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Warsaw it is. The Thaumaturgist. Do it. There it is. Or the Thaumaturge, not the Thaumaturgist. It used to be the Thaumaturgist, and they're like, oh, that's too long. We had to shrink it down a little bit. But I'm liking this so far. Like I said, there is little bits of the story there that seem to jump ahead or don't quite connect, but we'll see how that goes as we continue. I am hungry as hell, too. I even had some Kit Kats and Funyuns before the stream, the gamer dinner. I didn't have any Mountain Dew, though. I did have energy drink because I was tired as hell all day today. Looks like we're having those Thaumaturge streams again. Thaumaturgist streams. Feel like your dreams are structurally unsound. Yes, Kit Kats and Funyuns together.
Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
The only person I consider close is my sister. But Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade? The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the whores.
That's something to remember.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I was gonna stay with you. What the?
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
You want to give me your cell phone number so we can get in contact? My WhatsApp username? Nope. Just I am Rasputin? Nope. I mean, I didn't use the Funyuns to make a Kit Kat sandwich, if that's what you're asking. But you get that nice, soft, sweet with the Kit Kat and the salty crunch and vague onion taste of the Funyun? Chapter 1. What am I doing here? Well, I don't know achievement. What are you doing? You brought me here. I don't have a choice. I had to come here if I wanted to continue.
When people unite, empires fall.
Well, that's a negative way of looking at it. Can we push this guy? I mean, he'd probably be fine. He could just get back up on the platform. Unless we waited to the opportune time. Alright, let's go to a dad's funeral. Hopefully they waited for me. Also, Kit Kats are one of the best candies. Kit Kats, Three Musketeers. As far as like candy bars, those are top tier. Anti-Thaumaturge leaflet. Citizens, beware of Thaumaturges who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy and thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from those degenerates, waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and soul. We're not TikTokers, we're Thaumaturges. Let us get rid of those parasites. Recent research shows that Thaumaturge brains are burned out from the thoughts they go against nature. Hence, they cannot be treated equally to normal people. So, furries. Let us act now before it's too late. Bunch of anti-thaumaturgists. Wanted notice. All police stations. Chief of Warsaw. Beware of this guy. Leader of the Shivs gang. Blonde hair and blue eyes. Face round. Stature sizable. How is that a description? Distinctive marks. Dark circle under his eyes. Signifying exceptional anger. He's a thief and murderer, particularly active in the area. Whoever notices the authorities of this notifies of his whereabouts will be rewarded. Cool. The Daily Courier. Chief of Police of the City of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that in connection with Their Majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. In particular, constables will look out for the groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday, near Rimeskar Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanded that thaumaturge be punishable by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started a fight with the police until dispatched on the scene. And yes, we have 2 points, almost 3, but I'm not too worried about it. Their Majesties have arrived. With this issue of the Courier in your hands, the ancient city of Warsaw will be receiving its most distinguished guests. His Majesty Nikolai II, Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland, and Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Tsarina Alexandra Fyodrovna will arrive at our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw. On this long-awaited and joyous occasion, our city has taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their majesties on behalf of Warsaw and all of the kingdom. And with that vow of loyal allegiance, a Polish heart send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desires and lasting comfort. These arrived from His Majesty's word, who declared in his grand manifestos that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all of his loyal subjects, and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. Those gracious words of the sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland. In the name of the comfort, the Polish people under Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognized and ready for civic and public service. Yeah, I'm sure. That definitely does not sound like propaganda. I know that. Revolutionary leaflets. The 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike, put down your tools, and join the fight for our future. 11 hours never killed anybody. Bring back the 11-hour workday, I say. Yeah, Kit Kats are awesome. I always eat the top half first. Like I cut it in half, like the top half, and then eat the bottom half. Menu, okay. We got XP from the menu. Go all the way around. Tragedy on Markalaka Street. Several people have died in a building collapse, including respected Warsaw entrepreneur, this guy. No one seems to know the cause of the accident, defective construction of the building, or a deliberate attack. All we know is this could not have been foreseen. Shock and awe. The tenement houses was inhabited by 4 families. 3 of them are now in mourning after losing their loved ones. The Boglowskis lost their children, Mr. and Mrs. Gradecki lost their lives, and Francis Konslowski, owner of the Pram and Linen Factory warehouse, perished in the collapse. The case is being investigated by the police, while residents are advised caution while walking on city streets. There is a lot of reading in this game, which is, again, not a bad thing. But a thing to be known. And you get XP from clicking them, at least. It should know if you read it in real life. Like, if you just click it and close it, you don't get the XP. Oh, Act 1. The city that does not forget. Oh, easy. Some of this hitching and stuff, keep in mind, could be due to me streaming. Oh, that was that the Thaumaturge?
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
Yeah! Oh, sorry.
A butcher.
Well, that's weird. You'd think it'd be a military guy.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here.
No, Freckles, I'm not.
That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Creative.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocateurs.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa! Время террора закончилось!
Hey, speak English. This is America.
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw
is to listen kindly to this guy's objections. We're going to bring him to a ford where his grievances can be heard. It's trying.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samobladanie, Polyaki. We want that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Sure.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
I was going to say, does she wear laces?
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Wait, but didn't they catch the guy who was yelling stuff? Because we saw somebody with their hands up.
I'm going to take a look around.
What do I do to get out of the Kettling incident? I don't know if there was Kettling even a thing back then. Request from a girl in trouble. Vanda, whom I met during the Kettling incident, needs me to help her inconspicuously escape.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight. They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
The universal, hey, are you going to fight with us? Double whistle. Well, it looks like just us. Let's go ahead and prove this. Oh, wait, we have this guy now, too. And of course, he's in the one I don't have upgraded. Son of a... Alright. Okay. Action reaction. Okay. So I don't know why. Oh, maybe if I move it up to him. What's his abilities? Cast state suffering on enemy. If the enemy's health points is at least or less than 50%, the skill additionally casts the state on a random enemy. Okay. Suffering. Receive 3 to 4 damage at the end of every round. Inflicts damage equal to 8 for each enemy afflicted by suffering. Doom inflicts damage. The lower the enemy's health points, the faster the skill speed. Inflicts damage cast state on enemies. Suffering. Okay, we see. Okay. Interesting. So I can't go past anyway. So I guess you might as well get these. Oop. Wrong button. So this right now says tamed. I wonder if it'll say like improved. No? Okay. Alright. We got upgrades. Reduce focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. Increases the damage from the Salutor's next attack by 50%. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Wait, can you stack them? Oh, that'd be awesome. But I want the one that gives them a double damage. Or potentially does double damage. Old Wound receives 3 to 4 at the end of every round. Okay. Let's put perfect efficiency on this one. So deals max damage. Reduces focus. If they're in suffering. I'd rather have a chance to slow with that. Okay, let's just keep with what we got. Selecting yourself or a Salutor. You can preview both your and your Salutor skills. This will help you plan your attack. Okay. Summoning another Salutor. You could summon another Salutor at any time. A green frame around the Salutor's image means they are exceptionally effective in a fight with the given enemy. Read the description above the Salutor to find out why they'll be useful. Okay. Focus deprivation would be more effective against this enemy. Okay. Then we'll stick with what we got. Let's see. 41 hit points. Yeah, let's lower his focus. I can't focus with that tapping. Let's see. Go ahead and hit him with this because he'll be... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, I had it backwards. Might not be worth messing with this guy's focus because he's got a lot. Alright, let's see if we get a double. Come on. Go ahead and keep attack. Inflict regular damage because if he kills this guy, his turn will be wasted, I think. Ooh, hell yeah. Double damage. How? My elbow. Ooh, backstabbed. Give him some damage over time with a good old suffering, and he's suffering. So now I know that we can put suffering on. We don't have to have the other Salutor. Let's see if we can interrupt his plan action. And go ahead and restore some hit points. Give us some of those sweet hit points back. Ooh, and a broken nose. Oh, he's angry. Traits. Enemies can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions, and they can be disabled. To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a Salutor that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay. Reduces damage taken by 80%. Attack with Upier. This is him, right? Yeah. So we want to stick with him. He'll take half damage anyway. So might as well go for focus. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not really worth it, I don't think, to take it all gone. So I don't know why I bothered. Let's give him some damage over time. Hit him with that slow hit. What's up, Velix? How's it going? Yes, it's been pretty interesting so far. I like the way that you unlock upgrades and then apply them to specific skills. I wonder if you can stack suffering or old wound. Probably, or suffering. Probably not. I'm gonna try it, see what happens. This is the time to try stuff, right? When you're fighting weak enemies. Oh, hey, you finally attacked. How? You shot me. What did I ever do to you? Oh, wait, right. Oh, you can stack it. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Let's do a slow attack. See if we can get that heal. No, you won't be able to get the heal off. I should have did a quick attack. Oh. The dot damage did it. It's cool that you can stack the dots. Ow! He barely tapped you, you baby. How you gonna be a strong resistance fighter when a little love tap gets you on your knees? What the? They roughed me up afterwards?
Shulski. Victor.
It's Victor, actually?
Those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Thought it was the piss bucket.
Where else am I supposed to?
There's a toilet.
Bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
The what? Sorry you didn't answer my question. Maybe we didn't hear you. Ask him again. Also, pee on the wall? Like, would you want to work? Imagine working here. You just smell pee all day. Like, just for their own sake, I would think they'd want to give them a turlet. 11 hour. Okay, leaflet.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Good, me neither.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. He's one of them that went after the Ruskies with his bare fists.
Wait, how am I innocent? Probably confess.
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too.
How? Right in the kisser.
There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
My mom?
I don't really get what you're asking.
Good thing you're asking and not just running your mouth, like some people. The question is, do you got a backer in town? You set up with somebody? Do you work for somebody?
My name's Viktor Szulski, and I work on my own behalf.
All right, respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
I wouldn't be advertising that.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I
just want to see it.
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts. Welcome to Warsaw.
Yeah, Warsaw is pretty great so far. I don't know why he didn't want to come here. All right, real quick, I'm going to go take a break. All right. All right, we back. Let's go talk to this dude. Oh, no, let's have a sit down. Wait for him to bail us out.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
Got him.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
Those freckles are out of control.
You'd better tell me if you managed to get rid of your ammunition.
If I hadn't, I'd already be locked up at the Citadel. I admit your behavior did successfully distract the Ruskies.
You're welcome.
All right then. What's such a gorgeous, hairy mug doing in a crummy place like this?
I get asked that a lot.
I spent a little time on the Rue de la Raquette in Paris.
It got demolished 5 years ago.
Oui. What about you? You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
That's what she said.
As in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
God, I could use a donut right about now.
I don't want to jinx it, but do you spend time there too?
If I'm not there, no one will want to talk to you. And don't worry, I don't usually hang out long in places like this.
Szulski!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Fearless Wanda, the smuggler of bullets, proposed a meeting at Burke Rotblitz.
Szulski, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Let's not push it.
Thank you.
Let's not ask while we're being released. Just go. I don't feel like they follow the letter of the law around here exactly. Oh, I got a revolver too. I think this girl's been here before, you think? I think she even kind of admitted that. I have my own file. Nice. When recruiting for the gendarmerie, that thing, it's recommended to reject the following candidates immediately. Person related to rebels and troublemakers, Jews, thaumaturges. Any deviation from these instructions must be very well argued. Well, that's not very nice. Why are they hating on these poor innocent thaumaturges? Yeah, let's go and just bust her out of jail. Oh, that many ladies are in prison. They don't even get to poop with like a privacy screen. Wanted notice. Okay. Wanted list. Trying to read every single thing. I'll try to limit the reading to what appears to be more important, just for time's sake. But if you want to read it all, you got to get the game yourself. Obituary. Oh, this is our dad, I think. Yeah, Slutsky. Widely respected citizen, thaumaturge, philanthropist, and entrepreneur. Father and husband. Died suddenly on August 31st at the age of 61. I thought he was going to say he was 31. I was like, wait a minute, how's that work? Service for the repose of his soul will be held at St. Charles Borromeo Church on Saturday, to which his daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances except you. Ooh, there's something over here. Let me run gingerly over here. I'm sure they won't mind me just looking at stuff. During the time of our gracious Tsar of all Russia's visit to Warsaw, it's necessary to enhance the sense of security, not actual security. Just make it feel like you're more secure. Therefore, I ordain that the number of patrols must be doubled. All station chiefs are required to comply with the order immediately. Illegible signature. Well, that's a weird way to sign a letter. Illegible signature. That's just what he's known as, I guess. Never can question these nicknames. Midday naps are great if you're old, Belix. If you're a million years old. We just snap here and head to our father's funeral. Go into this muddy, nasty water. Ugh. Warsaw sucks. He's right. Catch the hell out of this tram. Use it to battle the other trams. Note with advertisement, men's tailor accepts all manner of tailoring work, as most tailors would. Expect thoroughness, tastefulness, and diligence from the start to the finishing touch. He grabs your butt when he's finished. Hope you like the feel of the suit, sir. Thank you. He's an artist. He's a ghost. I knew that. Game looks good. I like the feel of it. The muddy streets definitely gives that, like, just kind of grimy, gross feel. The little mud puddles. There's gnats everywhere, I bet. Ugh. Obituary notice. The late Frenzik Hilmetal went to be with the Lord following brief yet painful agony, having received the sacraments at the age of 65. Well, at least you made sure everybody knew he died painfully. The bereaved family is asking all relatives and friends to join them at the funeral service. Treasure of the body of family tomb. Parish announcements. Okay, that's just times. What? They say you have to cut off a thaumaturge's head after he's died? What the? You talking about that at the funeral? Show some respect. Widely respected citizen. Okay, that's mostly the same. But I'll still take it because we get XP from that. Damn, we get a ton of XP for reading. Wish real life worked that way. Reading in real life just makes you a big old nerd. Wait. Our dear friend, in 1891 he met his end. What he is now lies deep inside. What he was, never you mind. Sorry, I'm asking too many questions of the gravestones. I need to come up with something smarmy to put on my tombstone. Maybe I'll just have like a video, a VOD playing on loop. I'm sure by the time I go, there'll be like LED screens that we can say our goodbyes on. I was just looking for stuff. All right, we'll go. I guess we'll go to the funeral. Obviously, we didn't get along that great with our dad, so... But, you know, it's still our dad, so he's, you know, devastated. What the? You gonna hit on my sister at her dad's funeral? The hell?
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences. Thank you. Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away?
He took nitroglycerin in his heart.
His heart?
Say we don't know.
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out. Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
I'm gonna start picking, like, meaner answers, I think. Because most people probably pick the safe answers. So, this way you guys can see the more smarmy or douchey answers, asshole-ish answers.
I think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge.
You drunk at my dad's funeral?
Put your hands down. Someone might see.
Oh, I thought we were telling him to put his hands up. I'm an
You
idiot.
still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
I'm fat.
Uncle Veronian? I will not keep you. That guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Alright, let's go see our sister and our dad, I guess.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
I had trouble putting on my mascara. It meant we were in jail.
I took a short trip to a Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you alright?
Well, no, before.
Everything's fine, don't worry. Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home.
Funerals are so gauche.
And I leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Well, it seems late now. He's dead. Oh, right.
Fine, let's get this over with.
God, he's even judging me in his death photo.
So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope
Oh,
not.
brutal.
Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth.
Damn, tell us what you really think.
The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 Salutors.
I'm not gonna say goodbye sincerely. Victor has got me on his side. Fuck this guy.
Farewell, Father.
Respectfully.
Am I intruding?
Say you interrupted your moment of personal reflection.
I was reflecting at the grave of my beloved father.
You tricked me. I heard something else. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it?
No, Victor.
Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
With all due respect, this is my personal business. It was my father who knew you, not me.
True. Please forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
My condolences for your face. His mind's gonna heal.
What's your name?
My name's Kaniechkin. Ivan Kaniechkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had.
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
I'm sure that's not leading up to anything. Funeral wreath. We had our differences regarding methods, but we shared the same goal. We will carry on and you rest in peace, brother. Someone has left a note. Eat the dirt, Suski. Was that me? Did I leave that note? It expresses joy about Slinsky's death. The wreath was thrown carelessly, but some time and effort went into the words in the note. Several versions were written, all of which seemed insufficiently offensive to the author. In the end, he decided on the simple yet eloquent, eat dirt.
Great-grandmother Josefina, a thaumaturge.
A few flowers gathered together. You were closer to me than I could ever admit, and now you're gone. My heart is yearning. Yes, I think that's our sister, probably. The simple words contain a sea of sadness and longing. The letter was written with a trembling heart that cannot come to terms with the loss. It seems that someone was greatly affected by my father's death. I can't remember what our sister's name is. More people than I would have guessed came to say their farewells to father. It turns out that he had both friends who were clearly affected by his death and enemies who found it exceptionally pleasing. Well, it seemed father evoked extreme emotions in the people he had encountered during his life. That it does.
Grandpa Nicolem, a thaumaturge. I bet.
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt it. And you can use the mouse to move too if you want. So it's WASD or mouse click. Usually I like WASD. In this case, anyway. It's like Diablo, not so much, but or a game like Diablo. You guys tried that Epoch game? I kind of want to try it at some point. I know a lot of people were disappointed with Diablo 4. I liked it well enough. But I know a lot of people were pissed about it. But I'm not the type to play those games like 100+ hours either. Not anymore. I used to big time, like Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. I had put tons of time into.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Szulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple.
Hey, what the?
Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
Chaser.
I suggest you leave. Otherwise, I'll overlook your womanhood and make sure you can never pronounce a single syllable correctly again.
God damn.
You'd permit that to happen, Judge? Maybe I should write about this.
And who would let you print it?
Someday the press will get the Russian boot off its neck, Judge.
Cranked it up to 11.
None of us will live to see the day, my dear. Come on, children. I'm sure my Petya is already waiting for us at home.
Your Nobel Prize is gonna rust.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Oh no, I didn't. You didn't say anything about a lawyer. Screw that. I don't want to go. Yeah, that last epoch's supposed to be really good. If I wasn't already into 20 other games, I would definitely check it out. Let's spend our points carelessly. Skill additional cast that state on our... Wait, what? The skill additionally casts the state on our end. Oh, I see. So it's an enhancement of an existing skill. Got it. I don't know what action reaction means. Oh, it's probably just like a riposte type deal. If we could really get stacks of agony going for the dot damage, it'd be pretty good. Sure. Restores 4 of your health points for every enemy in the suffering state. Each subsequent action restores less. Let's try this action reaction too. Try different stuff too, so we can try different things and you guys can see what they are. Well, now that we know we can cause suffering, ooh, we got to upgrade to this too. I don't know how we're getting these new upgrades. Are we getting those automatically because we level? Oh, no. I see. Never mind. We got it from putting the skill up. Derp. Okay, yeah. So it shows 2 arrows. I'm guessing some of these upgrades will be able to... Yeah, because it only replaces. So I'm guessing some upgrades take 2 slots, so you can't put those on stuff that has 1, I guess? Let's go with... I wonder if this Thief of Thought will affect... Because this Thief of Thought makes it so they lose a focus point. And this casts it on 1 additional target. So does that mean 2 targets also lose a focus point? We'll have to try that. Increase the damage from the Citrus next attack. Let's try a relaxation. We haven't really had any focus problems, but I'm guessing we'll start fighting enemies that attack our focus. Okay. Oh. Ahem. I knew that. Shut up. Ooh, I love the rain sound. It's a bit quiet for you guys, isn't it? I'm gonna turn that up a little. Still kind of quiet, but it should be good. The Mermaid City's Sun. Wait, what was it? Fine, I'll look at it. A brochure, Dr. Campbell's Arsenic Soap. Removes freckles and red spots, giving a soft whiteness to the complexion. It can even handle a strong tan. Yeah, it makes your skin radiant, alright. If only they knew. Advertisement for a look at this phonograph. Got another level. Let's see. Adrenaline increases inflicted damage by 50%. Restores 4 hit points. Oh, this costs 2, so we're starting to get stuff that costs us more than 1 point. We'll save it. That's pretty good. Increased damage by 50%. Especially if we pair that with the ability that has a chance to double our damage on our next attack. I'd put one-shot tons of stuff.
Young Mr. Shulsky, after all these years, goodness gracious, you're drenched.
Not all the time, just because it's raining outside.
Evening, Grażynka.
Evening. My, you're soaked.
You stated that before.
Come to the kitchen now. You can warm up by the stove. And that drunken judge, maybe you can drag him out too.
Where's my sister?
In the study, already waiting with the lawyer.
Ugh.
She said you were running late. Should I make you some cocoa, mister?
Oh.
It would warm you up a little.
Yes.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again.
I bet it is.
Enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Yeah. Ooh, I like this floor. Go to the dad's study for the reading of the will. Father's portrait depicts father in his twilight years. And when do I start saying I'm in my twilight years? I'm 45. Am I twilight yet? Probably not. The serious expression on his face, the proud posture, and the grimoire in his hand, combined with the dark background and a lack of embellishments, it all reflects the strictness and pragmatism he always had. Good old Stanislaw. However, a faint red streak can be seen around his figure. Apparently, artists are particularly sensitive to seeing things that usually escape the human eye. This one should receive double emolument for capturing the thaumaturgic aura. How did he actually die? In his sleep. That's not how. Latest news on the riots. Moment after our gracious emperor announced Georgia Scallon as the new governor general, a group of troublemakers, that's us, started yelling most disgraceful slogans. Despite reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The the cops were quick to get the situation under control. A few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. There was like 3 people fighting.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Petya, forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
Bury me somewhere other than a cemetery. I just can't stand them. They're too depressing. Dinner recipes. Sausages. Oh, God, I love sausage. Liquor recipe. Liqueur.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
I'd do it, though.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now.
That's what she said.
I've got my hands full.
Also what she said.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
I am a treasure. I really am. Truly a treasure. 50 doesn't take me 50 hours for every game. Bottle of red wine from the United States. Hard to get. An inability to articulate brought on by great surprise clings to the bottle. It was difficult to mouth even a word of gratitude for the unique gift. Words got stuck in the throat despite the adoration of this particular liquor. It is a favorite beverage, but an unwelcomed gift. Ligia. It's Ligia's. Ligia. Mother's portrait. Damn, Mom, you're looking fine. In a non-Alabama kind of way. A portrait of Mother from her youth. She stands proud, wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulders. Her long, dark hair flows down her back, and she glances at the viewer with a piercing smile. Bare skin and a frivolous hairstyle. That's not how I remembered her. Naughty as a young, unkempt maiden. It's hard to believe. This shocking vision of the painter must have been created in a previous era, a time when hearts were stirred with violent emotions. Poems were created to the sound of a storm, love stories had to end tragically, etc., etc. Father actually commissioned such a painting? Did he, though? Was it him? Sauvignon de Banul. A bottle of white wine from southern France, an expensive beverage popular among the aristocracy. The wine carries the aroma of peaches, apples, and a certain amount of conviction that a relationship between two people is beginning to take on a romantic edge. A beverage enjoyed by the upper crust, given to a man by a woman. Ooh, mysterious woman. Quince liqueur with amber. A small bottle of that. The bottle exudes the sweet aroma of quince at the sincere joy of an upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life. An element of ritual that two old friends would eagerly indulge in. Veronin. I forget, is that our... Every bottle found in the cellar contains a creditable beverage. Uncle Veronin wouldn't disregard any of them. I bet he's an alcoholic. Of course he wouldn't. It's not going to be picky. Wait, why does it still say get a bottle from the cellar? I mean, we already got it, so I think that just means take it back. Taking less than 40 hours? Demos.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Which one was it one he wanted? I was given the first one. I think that was the one he wanted. Fuck, I don't remember.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to, and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Ligia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
Again?
May the ground be soft, Father. I'm not betting there's an afterlife.
This is not a good toast.
Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow. Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity, Amen.
Excuse me, but could we get to the details?
Victor.
I think we all want to address more temporal matters, don't we?
In theory...
Would you be so kind?
Of course. Here we are. All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise, I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement. Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
I wish you success with your business and your hunting. I'm going to have something to eat before heading off.
Just a moment yet, Mr. Shulsky. Your name is also mentioned here.
A last-minute plot twist.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
We get a ton of XP for that. We're getting tons of points.
Did Father
early on, at least,
on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What?
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
we rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by.
To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps. In all that confusion?
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
He died as he lived, miserably. He couldn't have met a more fitting end after what he did to me. What he did to the Niedzic's family.
You've got to know that Papa felt guilty, even if he didn't say so outright. I'm not going to defend him, but I can't criticize him either. Even I don't know what really happened back then with Abauritze.
An accident is what happened, and Father treated two kids like the worst disgraces in the world. As if it had been premeditated.
When a person dies so suddenly, their unfinished business remains. We'll never learn what Stasio carried in his heart.
What do you intend to do?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Don't want you stealing our liquor.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
I'm sorry I didn't comb my hair before the service. I was in prison. Oh.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident.
I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
I like the look of the demons so far. We've only seen the two, but... Copyright music. Oh, no, I'm sure it's fine. Close enough. Family portrait. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884, and every time I see Lygia's name, I keep thinking Ligma. I'm 12 years old, and Lygia and I were 9 years old at the time, and he's 9. She was clearly tense, and I remember how Mother admonished her not to smile, not to fidget, and to stand straight. Lygia was to take the cue from her. Mother was able to freeze like a statue and sit there, barely breathing for a couple of hours. Excuse me. I, on the other hand, posing nonchalantly, was always more unrestrained than my sister. I could get away with more. Behind us, our father, the head of the family. One hand resting patronizingly on the back of the chaise lounge, asserting his ownership. The other holding a grimoire, the black grimoire. Behind father, a shadow. If a shape was emerging and forming, indicating another presence. That's Spellibereth. The family is complete. Last will, in the name of the Holy Trinity. Okay, that was just the will we heard most of. Nice digs, though. Books on ancient cultures, books in hard leather bindings with many bookmarks. Father would pore over the yellowed pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract a meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? A little suitcase bearing traces of many travels. Grains of desert sands from Father's trip to Africa have settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching for what was hidden behind the veil of reality. Ritual mask. A wooden mask representing a salutor known as Shiral. The demonic countenance is clothed in the hope that clung to it first and the satisfaction that soon followed. It seemed that Father had plans for Shiral, which he eventually managed to fulfill. Something's over here. The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the world. Tonight, SR. The message only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by a restrained fondness for the addressee. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that have seeped deep into the paper. Mysterious woman, huh? We got mysterious woman somewhere else. I forget where that was. I forgot the snap up here. Oh. Collection of books on the occult. Titles include those things. The grimoires of historical occultists brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages, full of annotations in the margins, bear the marks of frequent reading. His heart beating with excitement, Father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. Father's thoughts were recently occupied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remembered him for. He was looking for something, hunting for Salutors, exploring the mysteries of everything related to Thaumaturge. The only thing I still don't know is where it led him. Sounds like it led him to mysteriously get killed by a building that mysteriously collapsed as he mysteriously walked by on his regular walk. No evidence that all demons are Salutors. Claims to have subjugated Orobus, mere boasting, expected to take on the form of a wolf with the wings of a griffin and the tail of a snake. According to Duplanty, he takes the form of a wild lioness. Interesting observation by Crowley. Demons are unexplored fragments of our minds. However, in appearance, it resembles an ox with wings. This is a nice-ass bathroom. Oh. Gotta do that once in a while. Charred leather. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Lygia, I am begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my... Well, sounds like she didn't agree to that letter too much. She tried to burn it. Message from Mother. Dear child, stop. It is with great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislav's death. Stop. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. My duties in Paris keep me from traveling to Warsaw at this time. I join you both in mourning and sorrow, Mama. I'm too busy to go to your dad's death. Sorry about that. My letter from Rome. Dear sister, I'm writing you because sleep eludes me. As I wrote before, I have found suitable candidate. However, I am still struggling to reach his flaw. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him. Vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. W. P.S. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. Cemetery, the funeral services. Okay. My letter from Paris. Sister of mine. I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Reeford Morton, whose last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. A very interesting case. He spends his days hunting for the moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them. He says it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord, but I think he means the Savior. I cannot yet reconstruct all the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that's impossible. It's probably happened only in my mind, but it was all so clear. He, as the king of hell, with his host of demons, with the shadows of his penitents, called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop there. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. King of Demons? You're going to try to tame the King of Demons? I mean, that would be a good one, I would think. Make us pretty powerful. Get changed? Wardrobe. If you want to change your clothes, use the wardrobe. You can expand your clothing by visiting the tailor. Ooh. Neat. Hell yeah. We got to get more clothes. Obviously, that's going to be priority number one. Screw finding the book our dad left us. Serious photo. Straight backs, stern expressions, noses in the air. Two boys that are just trying to meet everyone's expectations. Something went wrong here. Let's jump into conclusions now. Even though that's our photo, so I guess we would know, but... Bust of Siren. Sharp avian features bear a wild, disturbing kind of beauty. They make you want to fall into her clutches and be lulled into an eternal dream by her sweet song. Yet her cryptic, slight smile make a subconscious, primal part of your being cower away from the predator. But isn't a soul the only fair price for the bliss of giving yourself up to that enchanting creature? Not really giving up much for the soul. Damn! You really do get levels a lot in this so far. Let's go ahead and get this adrenaline thing. Restores 4 of your health points for every enemy in the suffering state. This is the bacon upgrade. Suffering. Receive damage to 4 at the end of every round, max 4. Don't we already have that? Well, let's get this, I guess. Since it's only 1 point. And everything else takes 2. So we'll have to wait on those. Hello, phone.
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
No, it's Victor.
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I have lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Povoskoska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Povoskoska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye.
But anyway, I'm out.
I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Damn boomer. Can't figure out how to use a phone. Received the quest, Taming Darkness. Everybody's like, why do you walk around snapping your fingers all the time? Oh, hello. Hell yeah, hot chocolate. It's not even hot anymore. You know the secret to time travel? It requires but one sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Lidji is reading a book in front of the fireplace and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day and then everything goes to hell. Oh, we're a little bit of an artist too. Cat cocoa. I want some hot chocolate now. In the winter, I don't drink enough hot chocolate. Have some liqueur. Liqueur is not alcohol. It's more of a tincture, in fact. Yes, a medicine. And since life is the most common fatal disease, well, to our health then. Okay, some interesting, weird, random photos for our memories.
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Yes, I want more. Yes.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies.
Peanut butter cookies?
It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death. Sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
Well, done with that.
That won't take long.
We are the same mime, me and protagonist.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
No, I actually like her.
So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Give me some of them potatoes when you peel them. I'll eat them raw.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
And pound those carbs. Did you make me more cocoa? No, you didn't. I didn't get a chance to eat the cookies. What the hell? Also, I don't know if I'd say if peanut butters are my favorite. What's y'all's favorite cookie? Mine is, gosh, chocolate chip. I mean, I like the old classic chocolate chip. But peanut butter cookies are so good. Bust of Marana. The stern countenance resembles that of a human, but the callous gaze shows no trace of human emotion. The Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. It makes me think of the words, if you gaze long enough into the abyss will gaze back into you. No smoke in the house? That's
Found anything
nasty.
yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business.
Well, obviously not.
What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean.
Kidding.
A
Jesus.
thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
Or you could just kill them. Again, I'm going to pick the more asshole options because normal people probably won't do this.
I don't think I'd be much use. I'm a lousy thaumaturge and I lack the necessary skills. I wouldn't know how to palm off all these oddities and antiques that Father used to sell.
Thank you, Victor. You've just reassured me that Papa left the business to the right child.
Yeah.
I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
It does, actually.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
Trousers?
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
In this instance, I'd have put the fly in a different place. But again, I won't be the one wearing them.
You've traveled around the world, and look how conservative you are. You surprise me.
Our tastes are just different.
It isn't about taste, but let's not argue. You've only just arrived. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
You just look bad in trousers.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Gesundheit.
Who is she? And what did Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the crème de la crème of Warsaw.
What's a soiree?
How long did you say you lived with Mother in Paris? Just a party, if you like. Do you know what that is?
Very funny.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation.
I'm gonna go in pajamas.
And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
Now I just need a comb.
Liga?
Yeah?
I'll get going.
I just wanted to chastise you about your smoking once again, because it's really nasty. And you smell bad. Maybe not even just because of the cigarettes. Ooh, additionally, visit a barber. Okay, game. Feel like you're hit me a little personal here. Triple chocolate? Joe is your favorite cookie? Why is quadruple chocolate? Is that a step too far?
Are you lost?
Fuck. Don't try to be a hero, and it'll be all right.
Nice sweater.
You're outnumbered.
I don't have all night.
Okay. Start the hell. Damn, they got tons of focus. Oh, so this should put it on both of them. Wait, what is that? 2. Oh, probably him. Oh, this guy has got resistance. Reduces taken. Okay, good. Yeah, this is good against him. So we'll attack to get rid of his trait. Oh, I meant to... Never mind. Wait, didn't we... I thought we got the upgrade so that the dot would hit both. Oh. Oh, so you have to have it twice? So wait, if I... Reduce focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. The skill additionally... Okay. So we will go ahead and cast it on him. I mean, and it does stack. So it kind of works out. Get that trait disabled, bitch. Ow, Jesus, my arms. Yes, they both have the dot. And it did attack his focus, which it won't really matter. It's not going to kill him. I'll have this guy do it next. This guy does not have a trait. Go ahead and do your fastest attack. Well, whatever does damage. That works. My sweater! Oh, he's dead already. I'm just doing that to fuck with him. Because the dot's gonna kill him. Oh, my crotch! Oh, wow. What happened to your face? Alright, so this guy... Heart. Oh, God. Ooh, sorry, my stomach's rumbling, I guess. Okay, so we need deed on this guy. Which is Bukavok. Well, that was the look of this guy. Howl casts state suffering on an enemy if the enemy's health points is at less than blah blah. Inflicts damage. The lower the enemy's health points, the faster skill P. We'll go ahead and do... Well, actually, let's switch to me. Because this will put suffering on him. And then... Okay, so let's do this one. Does extra damage because he'll have the suffering state by the time it's his turn. And he'll get rid of his state thing. Let's go ahead and do that. Getting it from the front and the back. He'll be dead after his turn, though, I think. Ah. Well, he's screwed. So this is reduces impact on owner's focus. That we don't have any way to counter. We'll do this because it increases damage for each enemy inflicted with suffering, which will be 2 if we can do it before he dies. Ah, damn. Alright, so he'll be weakened or whatever. Oh, wait. Oh, reduces impact. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Because we were hitting him for 1, but it reduces impact by 1, so it was doing 0. Gotcha, that makes sense. Let's do the quick attack. Give him a chance to interrupt his current action. He doesn't have suffering on him either. Go ahead and put suffering on him. Ooh, and interrupted his action, it looks like. Nice. So it's going to take him like 2 rounds to get that in. Okay. Ooh, got him with that left punch. And this is a quick attack. He'll be dead. I like this dot stacking.
Get off my lawn.
God. Oh well. Also, why were there burglars here?
I heard a noise. Are you all right?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
Oh, he's drunk. I'll see your trousers.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
He sounded drunk there himself. Oh, I can collect evening wear at the tailor? Ooh, I want my pajamas. That's evening wear, right? When you're old, that's what evening wear means. It means pajamas. Did we check upstairs? Let's go to the basement. Maybe there's robbers in there too. No amount of chocolate is too far. Oh, we did go in here. Oreos are very good. Oreos are top tier. I'm trying to think else. Also, I don't know if this counts, but like the cookies with like cream in the middle, like you have 2 chocolate chip cookies with cream in the middle. Oh, those are really good. Macadamia nuts are really good. Okay, we've been up here too. All right. Let's go check out some of the cosmetic stuff. That's what really matters. Quick save real quick. I get quick save. Yep, there it goes. Oh, I knew that was the guard. I just want to make sure the thugs didn't come back. They didn't. We're safe. I'd love to have some beer. You should go talk to my brother-in-law, I think he is. Well, no, it says uncle, I think. Oh. Damn it, I did it again. Horse, relax. I just converse with demons. Don't be a bitch. Okay. I'm not 100% sure what just happened there, but can I spare a penny? What? You don't have pennies here. Can I have a ducat? I don't think it's ducats either. A farthing. Hello.
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key.
Wow.
Sorry, what?
You tell me. What is it?
Oh, God, a customer.
I need some evening wear. Quick.
Good proportions.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Viktor Shulsky, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done. And Mr. Shulsky, if you'll allow me a moment of candor, as it often seems no one dares to address you with it.
Sorry, what?
Go and find yourself a barber in Pavonsky. You look like a troglodyte.
Hey! Awkward silence?
I'd like to go to my business.
I won't bother you.
All right.
Prick, I will summon a demon and whoop your ass. I don't look like a troglodyte. You look like a troglodyte, bitch. Incomplete tailoring designs. There's a staggering anger radiating from the patterns. Desperate hands tried to sketch something valid, interesting, and original to no avail. All that's left is chaos and impatience. Tailor's mannequin. This is where the tailor's ideas come to fruition. There are individual threads to focus left on the mannequin being ripped apart by customers' visits. All the ideas that aren't good enough are rejected. Nothing but alterations. Dirty coffee cup. In the dregs, I can feel the stress that urges the tailor to make more coffee and drink it hastily. Coffee is better than sleep. To sleep is a waste of precious time that can be used for more alterations. I mean, he just said he wishes he would have locked the door. Imploring note. The note was written by the tailor's impatient customer, urging them to promptly complete the order. Otherwise, they threaten to revoke their advance and ruins the tailor's reputation. The tailor has a steady hand for sewing, but his head reverberates with the lack of ideas. He needs inspirations, as frustration and impatience won't breed any good ideas. The way things are going, he won't finish the job or find creative peace. It's going to get changed in your store, if that's okay. Can we talk to him again? Yeah, I was going to say.
Mr. Shulsky, come in. What's new?
Mention his lack of inspiration.
I couldn't help noticing you're struggling for inspiration.
You've got a keen eye. The book makes it easier? I have to guess what everyone has in their mind.
Is there any way I can help?
I want to know what people look for in fashion these days. Back in the day, all you needed was 2 padlocks and a space for your Johnson.
Big space.
I don't know what else there is to it. If you tell me that, I'll be grateful. I'll sew you anything you want in return.
Anything?
Let me sharpen my senses.
A beautiful dress?
I won't bother you.
All right.
Or better yet, a nice big top hat. Like that there's something else you can discern. Get a quest from later. Alright, let's go check the barber. See if we can do this rat's nest we call our hair. Okay. Misery, sir. Nothing but misery here. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my hair cut, man. Don't be a downer. Go bother someone else. Well, the botherers in another part of town? Wait, what? That can't be right. Place of respite. What? Respite. Is it respite or respite? Respite. It's respite, is it not? excuse me, damn. Let's go check down here first. Because surely if the barber isn't down at the graveyard, doesn't seem like he'd get many clients. Okay, the graveyard. Okay, alright. Okay, there's a wait. In case I guess we needed to wait for daytime. Which maybe that's why we can't go to the barber, because it's late. Or the barber really is in the graveyard. Alright, there's one over here and then one over back the other way. Then we'll go ahead and take the thing to the graveyard, I guess. The library? Can't go there, doesn't matter. You can spend half your salary drinking again. Well, there's your problem. You only spend half. Okay. And we get tons of XP in this game. Not that I'm complaining. I do like my tons of upgrades, but I thought like, okay, after he gave us like 6 or 7, it'll slow down. But even reading those signs give like, or these points of interest is giving us about 10% of a level or of a point. Now, granted, these higher tiers also take 2 points, and I'm sure that's going to continue as we go. God damn it. Kitty? Did I hear a kitty? Kitty, let me pet the goddamn cat. God damn it, I want to pet the cat. Why can't any game let me pet the cats? I feel the ratio of liquor joy to throat pinching euphoria growing with each passing moment. Let's draw some pictures while we're plastered. Draw me like one of your Warsaw Thaumaturges. I love you, kitty. And I hate that developers won't let me pet you. But let's go to the graveyard. Check one more time. Okay, I'm thinking it must be because it's nighttime. Probably. We might have to check our hair next time. But yeah, I do plan on streaming this again tomorrow. Just FYI. From there, we'll see. If I'm enjoying it and or if you guys are really enjoying it, I might try to figure out a way to squeeze it in. Right now, we just started Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or not Rebirth, Remake. The original remake, not the second part of the remake. Oh, here we go. Okay, the barber is over here.
Come in.
Dear God! Your hair and your beard.
Please set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
Fuck it up. Fuck me up. Joe, I'll let you pick. I'll let you pick the hair if you're paying attention. Ooh, that one's quest. I guess Gravedigger's a dream. We'll go by numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I picked the beard. Let's go with Amish. Four. Really, damn it. You picked the one I like the least. I kind of like his full beard going on. But we'll just to change it up, we'll go with this.
I'm sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
I can't help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good. After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
Do you like it? So he does do their hair. I was kidding.
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
Well, the ones who... Well, they're at least they're not dissatisfied, I guess. Anything I could learn about him? I could blackmail it? I mean, help him with his problems? That's what I meant. Help him with his problems. Definitely not blackmail. I would never do that. Oop. Warsaw Gazette. That guy is a name likely to be heard many more times, not only in Warsaw, but across the world. His inventions mainly concern live photography and war machines. Two of his works are of particular importance for the development of cinema: the removal of light flickers in the production of images, and the invention of the handheld filming technique that doesn't require a tripod. The aforementioned removal of light flickers represents a breakthrough in cinematography after years of stagnation caused by the futility of efforts taken to address the issue. You see the quest. Live photography demonstration. These were open okay? Interesting. A heel would probably be a good idea. Well, a bigger heel, rather. All right, we only have 1 point left, so we can't really buy anything else. The level upgrade system is kind of weird, to say the least, because at least so far we don't really have a lot of choice, right? Like, I guess we really could have went really hard down one line, I suppose. But for the most part, I'm guessing most people about this level are going to be like roughly the same. Obviously, they'll change a bit as we get more of the demons. I forget what they're called. But yeah. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up for now. So thoughts so far. I'm liking it so far. The combat is interesting. I like the way the upgrades work in that you get these bonuses and you assign them to whichever skill you want to assign them to. I like the idea of having the focus, that you can attack their focus, which opens up bigger attacks. Also makes it so they can't attack you until they've recovered focus. So yeah, there's definitely some strategy in there. Also the traits, so that you'll want to swap the demons out to get rid of their trait or not, depending on what the trait is, I guess. Like the one that's 80% damage reduction feels like you kind of almost have to get rid of that one. But the one about the focus is kind of a more like, yeah, just if you want to. But story-wise, so far, it's been pretty interesting so far. Like I said, there's definitely been some cases where I felt like the conclusions that were come to were exactly spelled out beforehand. Like you kind of like almost like you missed a step. Not often, but and also there's just been some kind of other general weirdness, like with the case where the woman admits in the group to killing the priest. And then, like, they're going to burn her as a witch. But then we tell the husband, like, hey, remember you love her? And then there's like, well, okay, you guys get out of here. Like, that was very weird. I'm guessing some of this might be translation issues. I don't know if the original devs were English or not. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, so far, I'm liking it. And I do like the investigation aspect as well. So, again, normally I don't stream on Wednesdays, but I will be streaming this tomorrow. And let me wrap up for YouTube, folks, before I forget. YouTube folks, thanks for watching. See you next time.